Alright, what's going on, you beautiful whites? The most passionate fan base in all of England. I hope you're sitting down because what I'm about to tell you will make Elland Road shake from its very foundations. Listen up, because today we've got not one, not two, but three absolutely mind-blowing pieces of news that are going to change everything you thought you knew about our beloved Leeds United. And trust me, after following this beautiful, chaotic, heart attack-inducing club, I can tell you that what's happening right now is unlike anything we've seen before. First up, we've got news about a certain Sheffield United midfielder who could be the missing piece in Daniel Farke's puzzle, and the drama surrounding his potential move is absolutely mental. Then, we're diving into some transfer madness involving a Slovenian centre-back that's got every Leeds fan buzzing with excitement. And finally, oh man, this third one is going to break your heart. There's a goalkeeper situation that could either save our season or leave us scrambling at the last minute. Before we dive into this roller coaster, smash that like button if you bleed white, drop a comment telling me how long you've been supporting our mighty whites, and hit that subscribe button because you do not want to miss what's coming next. Trust me when I say this, by the end of this video, you're going to understand why every Leeds fan needs to know what's happening right now. Because what I'm about to reveal about this Sheffield United star could change our entire Premier League campaign. Are you ready for this madness? Let's go. Marching on together. Right, Whites faithful, remember that Sheffield United midfielder I mentioned? Well, buckle up because we're talking about none other than Gustavo Hamer, and the news surrounding this Dutch magician is absolutely mental. Listen to this, Chris Wilder is getting the sack at Sheffield United. Yes, you heard that right. After failing to get promotion and missing out on the Premier League by just 10 points, the Blades hierarchy are planning to show Wilder the door. And here's why this is massive news for us Leeds fans. Hamer has been Sheffield United's crown jewel, their creative mastermind, the player who can unlock any defense with a single pass. But here's the kicker. His relationship with Wilder has been the main reason he stayed at Bramall Lane. The lad has shown incredible loyalty to his gaffer, but with Wilder packing his bags, everything changes. We've been circling around Hamer like vultures for weeks, and Sheffield United Chiefs are already resigned to losing him this summer. But we're not the only ones in this battle. Everton are breathing down our necks trying to hijack this deal. Can you imagine losing out on a player of Hamer's caliber to those toffees? But here's where it gets interesting, and this is why Daniel Farke is probably smiling right now. With Wilder gone, Hamer's emotional connection to Sheffield United is severed. The Dutch maestro might finally be ready to make that step up, and guess who's back in the Premier League and ready to offer him that platform? The Telegraph is reporting that Wilder's mind games throughout the season have finally come back to bite him. Remember all those press conferences where he was taking shots at us? Well, karma is a beautiful thing, isn't it? And now we're in pole position to swoop in for their best player. Think about what Hamer could bring to our midfield. Creativity, vision, Premier League experience, and that hunger to prove himself at the highest level. He's exactly what we need to compete with the big boys next season. This could be the signing that transforms our midfield from good to absolutely world class. But wait until you hear what's happening with our defensive plans. Hold on to your scarves, Whites, because this second piece of news is going to have you jumping off your seats. We're talking about Jaka Bijol, the Slovenian wall who's been turning heads across Europe. Our boys at Elland Road have been locked in intense negotiations with Udinese, and let me tell you, this deal is looking more and more likely by the hour. We're talking about a fee somewhere between £12.7 million and £15.2 million for a defender who's been capped 63 times for Slovenia. Now, here's where it gets absolutely wild. Sky Italia reported that our initial bid was rejected. But did that stop us? Did that make Daniel Farke back down? Hell no, the talks are progressing beautifully, and Italian sources are saying Bijol could be wearing white within days. But here's the part that will give you goosebumps. Udinese have already identified two replacements for Bijol. They're looking at Przemysław Wisniewski and Nicolo Bertola from Spezia. Why is this massive? Because it means Udinese know he's leaving. They're already planning for life without him. The 26-year-old defender himself has admitted he wants to take the leap and move to England. Can you imagine having a centre-back who's desperate to play for Leeds United, who's proven at international level, and who's ready to be part of our Premier League journey? This isn't just any defender, Whites. This is a player who could be the foundation of our defence for the next 5 years. His contract runs until June 2026, but he's openly expressed his desire to move to the Premier League, and we're offering him that dream. What makes this even more exciting is that Bijol fits perfectly into Daniel Farke's system. He's comfortable on the ball, strong in the air, and has that no-nonsense defending mentality that Premier League requires. Plus, at 26, he's entering his prime years. But Adam Underwood isn't stopping there. We've also bid 22 million for Strasbourg's Habib Diarra, and we're in talks for Alex Moreno from Aston Villa. We're even chasing Mario Stroikens from Anderlecht and have made approaches for Reynaldo Mandava on a free from Atletico Madrid. The transfer activity is absolutely mental, and it shows the ambition of this club. But prepare yourselves for heartbreak with this final piece of news. Right, this is where things get emotional, White's faithful, so brace yourselves because this news is going to hit you right in the gut. You know our goalkeeper situation has been a nightmare, right? Ilan Meslier is expected to leave after being dropped by Daniel Farke during the last 7 games of our championship winning campaign. Carl Darlow might be looking for regular game time ahead of the 2026 World Cup to maintain his Wales #1 spot, and we desperately need a new shot stopper. We had our eyes on the perfect target, Gabriel Brazao, Neymar's teammate at Santos. This Brazilian shot stopper has been absolutely sensational since returning to Brazil from Inter Milan. We're talking about 57 appearances, 21 clean sheets, and performances that caught the attention of clubs across Europe. The lad resurrected his career at Santos after a nightmare period at Inter where he was loaned out 5 times. He was the perfect fit for Leeds, young, hungry, proven, and ready for a new challenge in the Premier League. His story of redemption would have fit our narrative perfectly. But here's where my heart breaks for every single one of us. Brazilian outlet Bolavip has just reported that Santos have entered talks to give Brazao a massive new contract with a huge pard rise. The goalkeeper wants to stay at Santos. Our dream signing is officially off the table. What makes this even more painful is that Brazao has found his home at Santos after years of uncertainty. He's rebuilt his confidence, established himself as their #1, and now he doesn't want to risk another move that could derail his career again. From a human perspective, you have to respect his decision, but as Leeds fans, it's devastating. This means we're back to square one in our goalkeeper hunt. We missed out on Kieran Kelleher, who joined Brentford, and now we're looking at Sam Johnstone, Aaron Ramsdale, Nick Pope, and James Trafford. We've also been linked with Chelsea's Georgia Petrovic and Swedish keeper Noel Tornqvist, but honestly, none of them have that X factor that Brazao possessed. The most likely option is Nick Pope, but that deal hinges on James Trafford moving to Newcastle for £30 million. It's like a domino effect, and we're just waiting for other pieces to fall into place. The goalkeeping market is absolutely chaotic right now. This is the reality of modern football. Whites. Sometimes the perfect player slips through your fingers and you have to adapt, regroup, and find another solution. But here's what I want you to remember. Daniel Farke and Adam Underwood aren't sitting around feeling sorry for themselves. They're already working on alternatives, and knowing this club's determination, we'll find a goalkeeper who'll make us forget all about Brazao. So tell me, Whites faithful, which of these 3 stories shocked you the most? Are you excited about potentially signing Gustavo Hamer? Are you buzzing about Jaka Bijol joining our defense? Or are you devastated about missing out on Gabriel Brazao? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, smash that like button if you're ready for whatever comes next, and don't forget to subscribe because this transfer window is just getting started. One thing's for certain, being a Leeds United fan is never boring. Marching on together.